Hello, viewers. Welcome to Tech Simplified TV and a very warm welcome to the Semiconductor Podcast. We are back with another exciting episode, and today our guest is from Bihar, Dr. Bibhuti Bikramaditya. He is director of the company Smartway Electronics Pvt Limited. He has produced few products, semiconductor-based products from there, and he has worked across different international companies in different countries. In India also he has worked and finally returned to Bihar, which is considered typically a non-tech state, and Patna a non-tech city. And he is trying to establish his business and continue his work from Bihar, Patna. Recently, he is engaged in different capacity building work in Bihar also. So today, our conversation with him will focus on these two topics, because after recent political scenario, that is after recent election, the honorable CM of Bihar has declared there will be significant investment in AI and semiconductor cluster. This will be get done in the state. And recently, he has done a meeting with India Semiconductor Mission committee also. So we will learn what is happening in Bihar, because it's very important for eastern part of the country that Bihar, West Bengal, they get due attention and get some movement in semiconductor ecosystem. If India is going to be self-reliant, every part of the country must take part in this. So we will talk about it. So it's quite a long introduction for this episode, and welcome, Dr. Vikramaditya. We have discussed so many things offline in different time, and fortunately I have got a chance to work with you in capacity building. So you have accepted our invitation and have come to our TSP. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you, Maimunji. Actually, it's my pleasure to have with you, like for your this podcast. I have gone through your podcast. I found that it is becoming one of the best podcasts, semiconductor podcast in India, and I give you many congratulations for that.
We are approaching 50th episode. Actually, today is 45th episode. One by one
That's very
conversation, we are progressing.
yeah. I found there are many podcasts, but podcasts focusing on the semiconductor. I think it's a unique thing in India. Yeah, I don't think there is a podcast focusing on the semiconductor. Anyway, I have not found any kind of podcast only focusing on the semiconductor. They are focusing on electronics. They are focusing on different kind of arena, but only focusing semiconductor. I think it's the first I'm going through. Anyway, given to the question my journey and my
Yes, let's start with
contribution
your
to
journey,
this,
because
yeah,
obviously, why you came back to India? I mean, coming back to
yeah,
India to a non-tech, when your hometown is non-tech one, coming back
correct.
there and establishing company there and struggling and engaging in, you are completely devoted in the mission, it seems. So tell us your journey, starting
Yeah,
from
yeah.
here, going outside, then coming back. We want to know that journey.
I am actually from village in the Sitamarhi district from Bihar, and I did my matriculation from my school in Janipur village, and then I came to Patna. I was not. I was a mediocre student up to MSc and all. I was not after plus two after BSc. I became a good student, but before that I was a mediocre student. So I came from my hometown, like home village, from Janipur in Sitamarhi district of Bihar. And then after doing matriculation, I came to Patna and I did BSc and MSc in physics. MSc in physics Patna, from Patna University. Uh, since I was good at electronics, so I selected advanced electronics as a special paper in MSc. In Patna University happens to be one of the best university in Bihar. Uh, I, now also it's one of the best university in Bihar. It is top seventh university in India because oldest seventh oldest university in India. It was earlier it was said that something called Oxford of the East. People were saying earlier. Now it is not at all Oxford of the East, but earlier it was saying that it's Oxford of the East. Anyway, so after doing MSc, I was good at electronics. So uh, for some time, for 2 3 months, I was there in IT Patna. Now in IT Patna, late this name was Bihar College of Engineering Patna. Now the name had changed into the National Institute of Technology in IT Patna. So I was there for 2 3 months for BCA, for PGDCA, MCA courses. Since I was good at electronics, so that time in 2003, CDEC started the course on VLSI. So I moved to Pune for doing courses in VLSI, not in CDAC, but actually I joined a company where I got Silicon. The company name was Silicon Magic Tech Private Limited. And then I did the same place. I got joined as a project engineer, project manager. Uh, Very fast in 2 3 years, I became manager in the company. So the same company was, merged into some different company, Infodynamics. So I was a part of Infodynamics, and then I immigrated to South Korea. I was working in the company called IT Magic Private Limited in the VLSI domain. So there was a professor in IIT Patna, Dr. B.K. Sharma. He told me to go into the VLSI domain. It's very good for you. By seeing my caliber, my talent in electronics, uh, so he told me to move into the semiconductor domain. So that time in 2004, I moved to South Korea, South Pune, and then South Korea in 2006. Uh, the company was working for the Samsung. So there in South Korea, I was a senior R&D manager, engineer. Then I became manager also, project manager. I was working in face recognition in face recognition in VLSI domain for FPGA and ASIC implementation in FPGA, later into ASIC. After mm, immigrated to South Korea in South Korea for 7 years, I thought to come back to India. When I was in Pune working under Infodynamics, that time also I was having a plan to help my engineering college where I was doing. I did my PGDCA only 3 months or 4 months. Uh, I came to Patna and talked to the people. I gave proposal to my company that semiconductor R&D lab can be opened in my engineering college. So they gave us free hand to go to Patna and start your journey to talk to the engineering college people that we can have. There should be a private and government partnership, and that we can start the R&D and training lab in Patna. I came to Patna. I was here for 3 4 months on the company, expenses. Then I found that I could just uh, be I could become successful in going just step ahead, two step ahead. Two committee has passed that okay we can start the course, but finally could not pass. Finally, they said that it will take some more time for passing from the academic committee of the college. So I came back. Company told me to come back to Pune, and company found that going to Bihar is really a very tough task because Bihar is not at all a good place to have in such kind of industry because people doesn't understand the technology. So don't go. Stop this work in Patna. So company stopped my vision to come to start something in Patna. And after some time, I was actually mm, uh, perplexed. I was not happy with the company's decision, but at last uh, I have to accept the decision of the company because company is the boss. Boss of the company is the boss. So after some time, I thought to moved the company, switch over to South Korea. So I migrated to South Korea. So this was my first step to start something in Patna. In that, I was not successful. I could not become successful.
That
No,
was in the
not because 2000. That was in the 2005, 4 or 5,
okay.
2004, 2004. So I could become successful in going only two a step ahead to become to put our proposal into the in the committee members. Committee has passed. Last the committee was of Senate has to pass. So Senate has not given. We could not submit before the Senate because my company told me to come back. So that's why that was the first mission that was become successful. Then I came back to South Korea, and when I was in South Korea, I thought, "Hey, I have to go back to India after 6 or 7 years." That was in my mind. So go back to India in 6 7 years by doing something in in Patna only. That was fixed plan. So something happened, and I came back to India in around 6.5 years or 7 years. 2007, 2010, I came back to India. And directly I came back to India. I started my own in. There was a chance to go to South Bangalore, to Delhi. There was big company, fabulous company was there in Bangalore, and there are many company was there in Pune, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Delhi. But I decided to come back to Patna because I had to start my. I I came back to Patna and started my own in the company called Tech Brains Private Limited. The Tech Brains Private Limited was in the same field. I released my first VLSI kit that time in 2010, and that was a Spartan 3 kit. I released my own design. It was going to the market. I sold some kit also. Later I found that since in this region of India, like Eastern India, there were no company in VLSI. Okay, there were no company in VLSI. So there were no company, or there were very few company. One two company in Kolkata. I was the first company in Patna. So now also there is no company in Patna except me. There's no company in Patna in VLSI. Anyway, so I'm saying that I stopped my idea to extend my business in VLSI that time, and I could do only one two things. I started my some training program in VLSI. So, first batch of NIT Patna came here, and all the students of NIT Patna BTech students came here. I took training in VLSI, ASIC, and FPGA. And HOD BK Sharma was my student here in Patna Center. And, he started MTech course in VLSI in NIT Patna. Now, Patna, BC Patna got changed the name called NIT Patna. So NIT Patna MTech course was started. First MTech course, first class was started by my class from my class. I gave my first class in MTech in VLSI. So there was a combined class. So you can say that the MTech NIT Patna MTech course started by my first class, right?
Great.
It was a joint class. So this is my second contribution. Start MTech. That time when VLSI was not introduced in Bihar, I started introducing in Bihar in different institutions. I was giving training to the different colleges and universities, and I think more than 500 to 300 student was under my company, and they are in the different company now in all over India and abroad. So after 2010 or 11, I stopped my VLSI domain. I came into embedded domain because here the working on microcontrollers and microcontroller ARM9 was picking up because it's a very small kind of technology. Working on Arduino, ARM9, STM microcontrollers was easy task for the engineers who can understand well. And that time there was no engineering colleges except few private engineering colleges and the government engineering college. Right. So stop the idea, but I started my working the company in the microcontroller domain. So I released many products. 2020, I I got associated with the IIT Patna, in the company called Smartway Electronics Pvt. And that company is a completely medical R&D company in VLSI in semiconductor, working into medical domain, medical electronics devices. So we released during Corona time India's first smart pulse oximeter with thermometer. That was, approved by the IIT Patna committee, tested at AIMS Patna, and then it was released by the director of the AIMS Patna. So now it is going in the market. So you can say that now product development started from 2025. Our own product is now in the market. So we have 6, 7 products in embedded system, and now the in the VLSI in the medical electronics devices we started working on it, and only to what is called smart pulse oximeter thermometer is in the market, and at present we are working on portable healthcare and machine. So you can say that these are the products in the market. Meanwhile, in 2000, last year, we talked many professionals from India and abroad, and they came to Bihar, like Sanjeev Sharma, Misra, all came to Bihar. We were in one car talking with each other. Sanjeev Mishra ji approached, let's have one semiconductor society in Bihar. So that idea came into his mind, and then we started working on it. We talked to the IIT Patna, we talked to CDAC. Now it is in the formation state. After 1 year, we can say that many industrialists, many professionals, semiconductor professors now coming up into one platform that is called Bihar Electronics and Semiconductor Association, in which I am the secretary now. They not legally it is going to be formed, but certainly it started functioning. And you have mentioned sometime before that Indian Semiconductor CEO came there. Certainly he came, and the president of would be president of the Bihar Electronic Semiconductor Association called us, and it was a wonderful meeting with having
Yes.
lunch having lunch with the CEO of the semiconductor mission was a great achievement for us, because we talked around 30 minutes with him, not
That
eating, just talking about the
that
semiconductor.
also indicates one thing, that METI is very serious about developing this ecosystem in Bihar, and already there are two parts. Obviously, that kind of structure we have in our country. One is central, one is state. State government, chief minister of your state has already declared. Now METI is also intervening, and you are at ground level. You are working. Those who are from Bihar, as you said, Sanjeev Mishra sir, Sanjeev Sharma sir, both of them have they were my guest in TSP. So I know they are very, invested in this cause. They always say that we should do something in Eastern India. Munmun, we should do, both of them. I have talked with them. So yes, and now individuals like you are now situated in, you are staying in Patna. Those who are not staying in Patna, but or not in Bihar, but from Bihar, they are seriously thinking about it. I think something is going to. I mean, I'm a very optimistic person. I always think, okay, good days are coming. So obviously, something good will happen. And you are connected with that thing in ground reality. You know, understand that what is happening there. So, is it true that there's this the non-tech state? It's typically labeled as non-tech state, isn't it? Bihar is so many. It doesn't feel good to associate a state with not very good things. It's
No,
hard.
actually, good thing is that if you say negatively, you can say it a non tech state. But if you say it positively, then you can say that it's a knowledgeable state. Eastern India, Bihar, Bengal, these are the knowledgeable state of knowledgeable persons. Because these states were actually earlier it was a very good part of India, and all the brainy people came here in this region only. Nalanda was here,
Uh-huh.
and your Kolkata University, all big scientists were there in Kolkata. Meghnad Saha, all three big, Nobel Prize winner are from Kolkata. Meanwhile, in when time passed on, uh, there was some political problems, so that's why we
Made some wrong
became back.
choices. As citizen, we made some wrong choices and we are suffering for that. We can say only that thing. Let's not make things more political.
So,
And Bengal this year it marks 50 years of wrong choice. Yes. So we are suffering. Simple.
so we are suffering from our politicians. Politicians are not at all visionary, uh, but we cannot say that our
And if you say that, I
students.
would say why we choose them. We cannot shift blame. We are equally responsible for that. हम
Certainly,
में अक्ल नहीं था क्या? Why should we choose them? Why? अब भुगतो. Okay, good days
correct.
are coming. Let's
Actually,
hope
it
for the best.
happens. But the thing is that we are those who are brainy people in Bihar and Eastern India. All are going out of India. They are not they don't want to be here and do something. Those who are out of the state, those person also are not thinking about the state. This is the bad thing. Very few people are interested in giving back to the state, giving back to the soil. If you, I'm talking something about the people from South India, from other states. I was there in South Korea. In my company, there were eight engineers. Only one was from Eastern India. One from Bihar, one from Kolkata, and others were all from Tamil Nadu and Andhra. Uh, one Andhraite brought many Andhrites to the company in the same company, okay, and in the different company also. But I, along with other part of Indian people, could not do so because we could not bring the people from Bihar to come here and do something. So what I'm saying, the sense of cooperation and coordination is a lack of sense of cooperation and coordination. So that is why people from South India is going well because one person is going above. They are calling other, inviting other friends also to come and join this company. So this is not like that. He's a brilliant person. No, he's not calling a brilliant person. He's calling his friend who
Community,
can come here.
saying a
That's
feeling
what I'm
for
saying.
community we lack in Eastern India, we lack that thing.
That we are lacking here in eastern part of India. We are lacking here. Many people from Bihar, and I found the people from West Bengal also. Even all other states like Jharkhand, even Odisha, we all lack in this the part of the
Okay.
cooperation and coordination.
So we need more cooperation among us.
Yeah, yeah.
There should be a, I mean, that community related feeling must be here. I mean,
Yes, yes, yes. That's why I formed the group called Bihar Brains. There's a
okay.
concept, the society, I formed a society called Bihar Brains. People of Bihar live in India and abroad. When I was in South Korea, I formed this society, and around 10,000 academicians from different part of India and abroad are a part of it. Dr. Kalam, Dr. Pachauri, all came into my front. I organize every year Bihar Science Conference on the pattern of Indian Science Congress when I was in South Korea. So, on the pattern of Indian Science, the different universities of India. Okay. So Dr. Kalam came in my conference when he was the president of not that time he was not a president of India. He was ex-president of India that time. He came to South Gaya. Pachauri came. all the big shots of India, even what you call Pune, from Pune, Anil Kakodkar came to my conference. CM was inaugurating the conference, and CM and either CM or governor was inaugurating the conference. So I have stopped for few years. After 2020, I could not again organize the conference, but after 2026, I will again start my again this journey. So my academic part, we have very good, group of academicians
Mm.
and the scientists. So 10,000 in one front, Bihar is a big daunting task. I did that. Yeah.
So I'll move to the next question. Like Bihar, as it's labeled as non-tech state, what is the ground reality now? I mean, how things are changing? What you are seeing in Patna and other cities? In fact, another senior from your state, Mr. Arvind Jha. I followed him. I'm connected in LinkedIn. I see him posting many. He is CEO of Mithila Tech. So keep on seeing keep on posting many things in LinkedIn. So what is happening in Bihar right now? Tell us about that.
No, in Bihar also, government started establishing engineering college in every district. Okay. Earlier, there were four or five engineering colleges. Bhagalpur, Patna, Muzaffarpur, uh, Darbhanga, and in the undivided Bihar, it was in, it was in Dhanbad, it was in Ranchi, like that. After division of Bihar, Dhanbad, Ranchi got into the Jharkhand state. But here there was only four or five engineering colleges. Now government decided after when Nitish came to power to have engineering college in all districts, in every districts. So now in 10 years regime of the Nitish government, every district is having now engineering colleges. Okay. Now there was problem that how the vacancy will be filled up. So now every engineering college have got its own good infrastructure as well as good teachers. So now you can say the basics for establishing any kind of engineering companies or engineering base. Now government has done it. You
Okay.
can say that now we have a good base of students, engineers in Bihar. Those who wanted only to go to the Bangalore and Karnataka and the Pune, because he he has a money, but if some universities are there in India in Bihar, then they would not have shifted to Bangalore. Now that thing has changed.
That thing has
Those
changed.
The thing has changed. Now everybody is not finding himself to go to Bangalore only because Bangalore is having good college. They feel that in Bihar they have given free kind of, engineering take engineering courses without giving any money to this course as a course fee, because they are giving student credit card. So you don't need to give money to the college. If you have a credit card, you use the credit card, and bank will give you money, and you can
Okay.
join the course. So only in 38 50,000 is something per annum. So fee is very less, and that is also giving by the fees given by the government of Bihar as a credit to the students. So you can say the students are passing their engineering courses without any course fee. Uh,
At least
Government
that
is not taking.
is there. I mean,
Uh,
there is not lack of engineering college anymore. That is the
Now
situation.
there's no lack. Now there's no lack of engineering colleges. Earlier it was. Now there's no lack of engineering colleges. Now IIT has come, NIT has come, Central Universities has come at Gaya, at Motihari. There are two central universities has come at Gaya and Muzaffar and Motihari. Number of private engineering colleges has increased here in Bihar. Maybe now more than 50 private engineering colleges there in Bihar now. So you cannot say that there's a dearth of engineering colleges. Now we have enough number of engineering colleges. Uh, it Now all the engineering colleges are students are filled up or not, that I am not knowing, but certainly 50% seats are filled up in all the engineering colleges. One
Okay.
thing. So base have been prepared now for retaining the students in Bihar.
Mhm.
Okay. Since IT in Central Institute has come, so some companies are also making their mind to come to the state. Recently, two key company came to Tiger Analytics, another company started their operation in Patna. So you can
Okay.
say these are the positive changes. These are the positive changes.
Yes.
And in the startup arena, now around more than 500 startups, 300 startups are there in under Bihar government. 200 startups are there in under IIT Patna. More than 100 startups are there in a different. There are 22 startup incubation center in Bihar. So now you can say the Bihar government has taken a positive step to organizing and reorganizing or establishing startup culture in Bihar. So you can say that companies have also started their mind to come back to Bihar because there are now in the engineering base.
Hmm.
Now the culture of the engineering or development has started. So you can say that uh, Bihar is not now the state which was happens to be the most backward state. Now you can say that Bihar chal para hai dheere dheere. Is now moving ahead.
And that is expected, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, what are the efforts? As you mentioned, that there are startups, and so
Hmm.
and under incubation of IIT Patna also. So obviously these are
Hmm.
tech related startups, I guess. And what about the deep tech and semiconductor? These adjacent these region area on these subjects. What are the scenarios? Startup or effort or research level? What work is getting done? Since IIT Patna NITs are there, so and in our country IITs NITs are the we consider them as a premier institute. So what kind of ambience is there right now and efforts are going on? Since you give a
IIT, when I,
you are a frequent visitor of IIT Patna and you have completed your PhD from IIT Patna. You have posted
no,
recently here.
I completed IIT not from IIT Patna, from Aryabhat Knowledge University.
Okay,
Aryabhat,
Aribat. And
Aryabhat Nanoscience Center.
recently posted a picture from your lab where you are working on
Yeah,
the.
so I am working in the lab, thin film lab in IIT Patna because it is under incubation center, and my company is in incubation center of IIT Patna. IIT
Yes,
Patna has taken equity in my company. So you're talking about the startup
yes,
in
exactly.
semiconductor. I think I'm the only company in startup in semiconductor in IIT Patna, and other companies are there in the field of robotics. They are in the field of medical electronic devices, in the field of drone also. There are few companies. In You can say that some companies are there in embedded systems. Uh, like this. So in semiconductor, I see that I am the only company, and in medical electronic devices, IIT Patna is good for having good number of companies in medical electronic devices. So actually, I also come under the medical electronic devices, and you can say that uh, now in semiconductor with the effort of our team, few companies may think about to come back to Bihar. Like you talked about Chandan Rajji, he came back to Bihar and started his
Yeah,
own semiconductor company.
he was
This
also one
was
guest in
uh, this
TSP.
was this was his bold step to come to Bihar. That too under in at Muzaffarpur. So
Mm,
you can say that I, along with Chandanji, are only two companies in semiconductor field at present. Yeah,
okay. So and
but
there are
we
so
are
many.
but
Yes,
but we
please
are
continue.
planning that other company will also come in the near future.
Yeah, that's the expect. We must expect something like that, because there are so many engineering company colleges, and now the main question is how much awareness is there among students about semiconductor and deep tech. Engineering colleges are
Frankly speaking, as far as awareness concerned, all engineering college students has awareness. They all know now because the semiconductor field in BTech, there is some elective course about semiconductor, about VLSI. So it now they are getting some information. VLSI elective has been is started, so they have a knowledge of what semiconductor is. That
okay.
they have a knowledge. But students wanted to go in this area. They wanted to join in this area. That's why we started something called Silicon Spark. We want to start here in Patna, and for that we joined hand with many stalwarts of semiconductor professionals
Yes.
working in India and abroad, uh, in association with the IIT Patna and NILIT Patna. Uh, Only IIT Patna at present. NILIT Patna is also come may also come under this Silicon Spark, because talks are going on, and like this. So you can say that semiconductor people have a knowledge about semiconductor. If we can start the training people, students, we can train them for the future, uh, uh, for making their future in the company called Tata Electronics, uh, Micron Technologies, another company who came to India for starting their semiconductor fab labs in different parts of India. So if we are focusing the students or training, giving training to the students, do something kind, on the perspectives of the requirement they have, according to the requirement of the Tata Electronics and micro technology. If we can build them, that's good for us, for the company and the student and the states also. Yeah.
Yes, demand is there. Is if
Demand.
the students are prepared for these job roles, then it will be a good match. So
Correct. Correct.
uh, awareness at that level is still, I mean, base level awareness is there. So we need to enhance that, and that's why this kind of programs are we are thinking to start now. All the faculties and there you have proposed about of FDP program also. Okay,
Yes.
that is also an important part, and parents are also, I mean, because end of the day a student is part of a family. So in I have seen many people just their parents are pressurizing them to go into the IT sector, not semiconductor, because IT is here from 90s. IT has already seen its boom, late 90s and early millennium. So from that time, IT is here, and to some extent family related pressure is also there, that okay, choose, because parents, they don't understand what is semiconductor, and it has the future is here. It has really good future, and that ecosystem will expand in India. That understanding is also, I think, required. That awareness is also required. Otherwise, for a student to fight everything is really near impossible.
No,
Maybe.
actually, this is the time where every part of Indian student, every part of India, student first choose the IT, like computer science engineering. So they fight for the IIT Bombay for getting BTech in computer science engineering, and even IIT Delhi and Kanpur. Their first choice is IT. Why? Because in IT only two things are required, that is the internet and computer, and something called the smart kind of job, sitting there on the computer thinking something big. But you don't have to produce anything. You have to produce some software, produce some analytical kind of mind, uh, analytical kind of using analytical mind. You can bring some many changes in the softwares. So that is why, because white collar job is there, so people are liking this. But if you now the future is something different. Like if you are not in the manufacturing, I told 10 years back, unless India comes into the enters into the manufacturing area, India will not be a super giant superpower, because if you talked about the mobile, first mobile came to India, like popular mobile. Popular mobile came to India through LG. It was released by the Reliance, 500 rupees. And in that, LG's, there was a kit from the LG. So 300 rupees was going to LG. Major chunk of money have gone to the LG. Reliance was getting money for the for outer dabba and the marketing. So in 200 rupees only, Reliance has to do everything. I just see that major chunk of money had gone to the LG Electronics. So that time only I told that other unless you become the hardware giant, you cannot be a superpower of the world. So now India started lately. I think 20 years late. We are late in coming to some semiconductor area. Minimum 20 years we are late, and now China is superseding around all around the world. So anyway, now we have started very late. So जब से स्टार्ट हुआ तभी उसी को सवेरा मानते हैं. That is the morning time now we have. So
जब जागो
जब जागो तब सवेरा. तो अब ये कह सकते हैं, we can say that now इंडिया जग गया है. तो there are many companies coming for establishing their own company.
on that topic, many people say yes, okay, we are late. When you run in the track, this is winter, this is sports time. In every school there is a annual sports day, no? So when you run in the track, if you always try to look into your other track, you are going to miss the target.
Certainly.
क्यों
And
ठीक है, जो रहा है जाने दीजिए, let them run. We will run at our pace. The whole country, and look, it's my
I,
argument. It's my
I,
argument that all parts of the country, all universities, government is there, and everyone is talking about we are proactively taking part. Just notice one thing, from one VLSID, now VLSID is happening in Pune, one of the biggest design event. VLSID,
hmm,
one
hmm,
one VLSID to next VLSID, just see the
hmm.
change, the vibe, the energy from one semicon to the next semicon. Just look what changes are coming. What we are doing, the DYDX is high for India now. DYDX is high. As much I feel, I'm a very small person, but I can feel that the DYDX are high. So many
Certainly.
people, हमारे पॉपुलेशन इतने ज्यादा है, किस काम आएंगे? वी आर सो मेनी पीपल, नो? इतने लोग एक साथ काम करेंगे तो हो ही जाएगा. डोंट यू थिंक सो? आई थिंक इन दैट वे.
While talking to the Amitesh Sinha, CEO of
Yes,
the Semiconductor Mission, he also told the same thing.
really.
We started late. Semiconductor Mission was started late, very late. So
Yes,
20
then
years later.
his suggestion.
So okay, but he's a very positive man. He's a very good man. He's doing great actually in all the part of India.
Yes.
And we in Eastern India, we got one fab lab that is very good in that Assam. At least Assam Chief Minister is a visionary man. Here in Eastern part of India, there no chief ministers are visionary. All are non-visionary men. Uh, you can
We
say
not
that.
get, have all the chances gone that we are not going to get anything
No, we may get. That is, we are on the path.
in Bihar. Hope there is
Uh,
one.
yeah, some talks are going on, and I think
Sure.
so
For the
at
best.
level. Some talks I don't know. I cannot say right now because we cannot say anything. But
No,
we
no.
talked
Why?
on in the positive direction. Yeah.
And you are present in the meeting. What was that? It was obviously must be very positive vibe you received from him.
Yeah, actually, he was a very positive man. He talked about the semiconductor fab lab in Bihar, where to be, how to be, which kind of. and he gave some hint that you should work on this. Even a committee of the this Bihar electronic semiconductor people may also go to different companies and with different countries to bring some companies to Bihar. So he is trying to get help from many quarters for bringing something in other, Bihar, other parts of India as well. He's taking good help from industries, good help from the private persons also. Wherever he wants, wherever he gets. In that, he's very a kind person.
Okay. And if we consider the kind of preparedness of the students of Bihar, which kind of job role, those who are passing out of the engineering colleges and all, which kind of job role they are prepared for? Like, I mean, at which level, I would say? I mean, in any state, all tier 1, tier 2, premier institute, all kind of institutes are there. If we take an average of the preparedness of the students, so which kind of ecosystem right now Bihar is ready to support? I mean, what kind of
Actually,
work?
actually, if you leave central university institution aside, like IT and IT central universities, student of these institutions, they are getting good companies, good pay scale, big companies, okay, good salaries. But from the other engineering, the state-based engineering colleges, students are not getting a good salary, uh, kind of good companies. Companies are not going very. Companies are going. Consultants are going to the to the institution for having some kind of campus placement, and the campus placements are also becoming not a kind of management kind of institutes more, service kind of industries more. But certainly something like electronics companies are not going for hiring engineers from state level engineering colleges. Core engineering institutions are not going to the engineering colleges. These engineering institutions, these engineering companies going only for this central government institution like NIT, IIT, and central universities.
So
So I
mostly
feel
are left
I,
with their personal preparedness, how much prepared they are on off campus. They are dependent on that.
they are dependent on the Bangalore-based some services industries.
Off campus
Of
placement kind of.
Yeah, right. On-campus placements are also going, but something kind, service-based industries are going to the different engineering colleges. They will
Okay.
hire you. They will hire you. They will train you for some time. Then they will place you somewhere else. Maybe after 1 year, they will
That's
place you.
typically service based company, and that is the actually that's the practice in most of the
Correct.
yes. Even we started from similar situation. We got we have I was hired in Intera, go through for 2 and 3 months training, just ASIC flow and all, and then we got absorbed in TI project. This is standard procedure actually.
Yeah, yeah. But this is the what I call the nascent stage. Bihar is the nascent stage. बच्चा है अभी. इट हैज टू. बिहार के लड़कों को फ्लाई करना है तो थोड़ा समय लगेगा. धीरे धीरे ग्रेजुअली इट विल टेक अप. अभी सर्विस इंडस्ट्री आई है, बाद में फिर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्री आएगी धीरे धीरे. बैंगलोर वाज आल्सो इन द सेम स्टेट अर्लियर, राइट. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेजेस खुला, बहुत सारे इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज खुले.
Those who
एंड
start
देन
Yes, those who start from service company know how they catch up with the other guys mostly. After 3 to 4 years, just make a jump to a product company.
very
Suddenly,
difficult.
salary increased by 70-80%. Mridul
Correct.
got 130%. I got 100%. Double हो गया था. So that time
दोनों
we
में रहते हैं.
that
दोनों में रहते हैं.
catch up like that. उसके बाद
Correct.
बहुत ज्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं रहता. If you are
Hmm.
IIT and that's completely different. But
Hmm.
उसके बाद बहुत ज्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं रहता. Those who
हाँ.
start with a service company try to grab a job in product based company. Then if you shift from product based company to service company, your salary is already higher. That is the trick. Okay. So that is the scenario of Bihar now.
Yeah.
So you have also produced product because you have your own company in VLSI also and then embedded. So what is your experience taking products from concept to mass production, and what are the most critical gaps between academic training and industry expectation, especially in states like Bihar?
You can say that, frankly speaking, people don't know about the mm, market flow, development flow. And like when you start any idea, you start working on the any idea. People feel that my idea is superb, and without doing any kind of marketing research, and then he feels that his idea is superb. He started doing something, and he didn't have the engineering skill to develop those. So first problem is making a prototype, R&D. R&D is different. Then after making prototype is different. So while doing come to the idea stage to prototyping stage, very few company startup. I'm specifically about the startups I'm telling about. Very few company has a skill to do that. People feel that okay, my concept is this, I will develop it, but certainly it doesn't happen unless I give one advice to all the engineers or all the startup companies, that you should have first the skill. If you start any idea, if you want to start doing something to develop any of your ideas, then you should have a skill first, or you get higher skill from others. Only hiring a skill is not at all a task. If you have a skill, if you have a knowledge of your own product, then and then only you can hire someone to do something, contribute in that. One mistake people are doing in this, uh, they don't have much idea about the how to develop the product, complete cycle they don't know, and then they started the company. First thing. Second is this, that even if you have a skill, you don't have money to produce it, because there are no VCs fund here. VC still, angel investors and VCs are not, very positive about the companies from Bihar and this state, this region people. Why? Because they feel that if you put money here, your money will go back, will go down. So that kind of trust are still there, not there in Bihar or in this area. People, even from the eastern UP, even in the Kolkata, people see, startup culture in eastern India, in West Bengal, has gone bad because except IIT, except IIT Kolkata, IIT Kharagpur, I have not found any good institution who are good, doing good in the startup, making good it at a startup culture. In comparison to West Bengal, Bihar is better than the West Bengal, Jharkhand, and so even from Madhya Pradesh state, because here the startup culture was started by one of the minister, good minister, Sarnawaz Hussain, and one good IAS, he was Sandeep Paulrek. He was from Maharashtra. He was very good IAS, dynamic IAS. He has done a very good hard work and put good efforts to bring good startups, and they helped startups like anything. So now here the startup culture started. They have made a very good changes. In 40 days, anybody, if they submit their ideas to the Bihar government industry department, they will get fund within 40 days if their idea got selected. You don't have to go to the department and talk that I did not get the fund. When your fund, when you got selected, in within 40 days you will get fund from the government. That was the positive step taken by the government. So I can say that first problem is this: people have idea but don't know how to implement. If they have idea, they have implemented, they don't have enough fund to manufacture it. Even if you have the got fund, then marketing is a tough task. Being at Patna and lower cities, kind of third kind, tier three cities, kind of cities, you cannot do a marketing well. They just think that you have to go to move to Delhi or Bangalore or Mumbai to start your own marketing team. Otherwise, people don't trust. Like, I'm having a company in Patna. If I say that people to buy my product in Delhi, they will ask me from where your company is. I say my company is in Patna. They say, okay, okay, then I'll talk to you later. Why? Because they feel that companies in Patna cannot produce a good product. So that kind of culture must have should be changed now gradually. But I'm not taking it very negatively. Why? Because this is just changes. Change will come after the positive thing happens, like this. Yeah.
Okay. What do you see as the most pressing bottlenecks today, like faculty capability, curriculum relevance, industry exposure, infrastructure, ecosystem linkage? When we talk about Eastern India, especially Bihar, West Bengal, what are the most pressing bottleneck, like faculty capability or curriculum relevance, industry exposure, infrastructure, or ecosystem linkage? We are quite isolated here. That is also a reason. So, which one is the most prevailing or pressing
No,
bottleneck?
especially, I think Bihar and even West Bengal. West Bengal has a very good infrastructure. Actually, infrastructure has built up by the government, no problem at all. In Bihar also, West Bengal also, infrastructure is not at all a problem. Law and order is also not a problem. Now, central government system has come to the state, so that culture is also now bringing, making. They started making a good culture, but faculty, those who are in the institution, they are doing research in the colleges. Actually, they are not doing research in the colleges. They are going to the colleges, taking some classes. Good institutions are contributing it, no problem. They are doing a lot. But except few good institutions, other academicians are not doing well. They don't want to study. They want to they just go to the colleges, be there for some hours and come back to their home and enjoying life with the family, because they don't want to do research, they don't want to contribute. So first bottleneck is a faculty. Now government has given good infrastructure in all the colleges. If you go to the colleges, there are good number of labs. You know, they are buying good, good instruments also. Like if you go to the colleges, 100 computers, but nobody is working on it. Why? No professor is going to work on the 100 computers. Then what is their use of it? Students are not going to the colleges. Why? Because faculties are not at all good. If faculties are good, students are going to attend the class. Why? Because this faculty is very good. Hmm? And the second is why students are not going, because of there are many kind of bottlenecks they have. They feel that YouTubes are better than the my class teacher. Okay. And in the college also, there's no practical classes are going. They are not taking a like a practical class. So they are not going to labs. If the teacher is going to the practical lab, then and then only student will go and do something. So I feel that there should be, a lot of changes in the academic field. So the first, faculties should be developed, and faculties should be taught ethics. Ethics, because if you're a professor, your first work is to study and teach. So before teaching, you have to study. Don't like go and make a PPT and first to study and teach like this. So this is a requirement. I feel faculty should be developed,
So FDP is also very important part of the whole thing.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
You know, the college from where I have completed my graduation is one of the best colleges in South Kolkata,
Hmm.
Dinbandhu Enrus College. There are so many departments,
Hmm.
and it was like it's under Calcutta University. And when
Hmm.
the BSc result used to come out, inevitably we used to have the in electronics among first top five in graduation in grad level. At least we used to have two to three or four, even in first 10 students. In that also happened. 5 to 6 students has come had got ranked from our college. Last year during alumni meet in NAC accreditation that yearly they do it now. So that time in I was invited by the alumni association. Uh, I went there, and when we were talking that what could be done, I was from other side to those two officials who are doing the these all these checking and all, the NAC people, they told me, in your department only two students had enrolled in last academic year. How could you defend that? I had no answer. Just think, physics and electronics, these two labs and these two department were side by side. Middle is a student from physics department, I am an electronics department student from same college. Absolutely, we used to have amazing. Right now the person who is working who is the chief investigator of chip to startup program in radio physics electronics Calcutta University, Dr. Somo Pandit, he is also student of the very same college physics department. He is senior to us for I think 5 6 years. He is also a student of that college. I just can't believe. And my teachers, professors, they said that, students are not coming. They think that doing a BBA, BCA, or BBM, I think, business administration kind of thing, that is suitable for the kind of work they can get in Kolkata. Like different diagnostic center and all, they are getting internship. So those departments are overflowing. When I was a student, I always found that top students are never going to that department. They are coming to electronics, physics. Getting chance in physics or electronics in that college was a prestigious issue altogether. In first list, it's your name is you submit your do the form, fill up the form, and with your mark sheet, based on marks you get selected. Your name is coming in first list. That is altogether a respectable thing for a student. And now the scenario has changed. I don't know what happened in between this 10 or in 15 years. After coming back to Kolkata, I went there, and that ground reality struck me. So electronics department is almost gone. There is nothing. I mean, that was used to be our pride that okay, electronics department of our college, we understand, we know, we have done lab completely. So that is nothing is there. I mean, I don't know what is the scenario in Bihar. That is scenario. BSc college. That is the scenario. I don't know.
That's same everywhere actually. Uh, Scenario the same. Uh, Teacher doesn't want to teach. The student doesn't want to study to come to the class,
So
and
what is why
they,
they don't want to study? I mean, I don't know. I mean, students क्या करेंगे? What should they do other than study? What do
these days there are many PPTs, so online PPTs, and AI has come. So AI is give many inputs. So they feel that if you study from the AI kind of tips, then this is better than the teacher who are teaching in the class.
okay?
That is why. And teacher, professors and teachers are not good enough to teach in the class. They are not studying these days. They are also working on the online online kind of stuff. So problem is
Okay.
this, both
So
from both sides, teachers.
there should be a serious skill development or upskilling of teachers, as you said. For
I say
this,
many times that अगर मान लीजिए कि मीठा आप खाते हैं, मिठाई मिठाई मीठा ही ना हो तो क्या फायदा, नहीं खाइएगा.
why should I
Why?
buy mithai? If it's not sweet, why should I buy?
Why should I buy? The same thing is happening like everywhere. Uh, One more thing is there, like uh, graduation, like engineering courses, medical health related courses, medical courses, engineering courses are people's first choice is going to the engineering or medical colleges. So
Mhm.
all the bright-minded students are not going in that area. Those who are not at all good at their basics, they go to BSc, like Bachelor in Science, Bachelor in
Really?
Commerce. Yeah. So all bad people are there in the BSc and
Oh,
BSc.
how horrible. Then how
That
do you
is
pass?
that is why I'm saying, and that's why I'm saying that these are the real scenario. Bright students is going to are
I mean,
going bright students are going to engineering medical colleges,
that is the
and
trend now.
less bright students are there in BSc and MSc
I don't know. That might be
colleges
the
like
latest
that.
trend. But when I I entered graduation college in 2002. So with decent marks, star marks, we call it more than 75%. That time in West Bengal boards, I don't know, might be. So one more thing I want to know that this short term skilling or industry led mentorship, education reform, as you said, that FDP must be there. Industry exposure, is it possible for bringing how this thing? How is possible for Bihar or Eastern India? How students can get all these things? Is it possible? Short term skilling or industry led mentorship is.
No, this can be done by the companies only. If the internship is given by the companies, then good, then it is good for the students. If again the internship are given by the academic institution, then certainly it is not good for the students. What is happening here that there are some good institutions, they are providing the intensive training, but since in the internship area there are no good companies, so students are not getting what you say that live projects. They are not working on the real projects. They are working on the academic projects. So academic projects means the people in the eastern part of India, academicians are not at all good. One line. Why? Because they feel that because they feel that I am the best person in the world. They don't feel that surrounding me also there may be some good persons like this. So there are ego. People from West Bengal, people from Bihar, people from UP, people from all the eastern and northeastern part of India, they have ego first. You know. They don't want to learn from others. They want to give teaching to others. Only teaching, one way traffic. You whatever I say, you just imbibe it. Otherwise,
They
there's no
will not
chance.
learn from someone who has worked in industry and all. So,
Yeah. So since there are very few industries, that's why the good interns are not coming up, right? As soon as the flow of income industry is going more and more, then certainly good students will come up and students will go in different companies, good companies, and they will grow up.
so what should be the model? I mean, obviously, the models which are successful in other states and other tech hubs, how those tech hubs were built up.
No, it has started now. Journey started. First thing out, there are engineering colleges, there are medical colleges. Students are now in the Bihar. Uh, Bihar students are now in the Bihar learning engineering and medical courses. And this is the first step. This was the first step. Second step, that there are no companies in Bihar or distant part of India. So companies are also now coming to start their venture in Bihar, uh, and different this area. Why? If you go to the semiconductor area also, I have gone through one slide. There it is written that North India is becoming more is becoming better than the other South India part in semiconductor. Why? Because UP is getting two semiconductor manufacturing. Uh, Assam has got one. Orissa has got one, and Bihar in the pipeline, and maybe Jharkhand is also getting one.
आप लोग आगे जाइए, हम भी आएंगे पीछे।
नहीं,
Basketball
इसके
building.
बाद जब जो वेस्ट बंगाल का आएगा, तो वेस्ट बंगाल will also get one or two. Why?
Okay.
Because it has a potential. Actually, West Bengal has immense potential in
Immense.
comparison to the Bihar and other states.
It's not
There was one
that
slide
it's
that
so good now, no? If our state, eastern state, gets something from other state also, students, bright students, they can come and get job. So connectivity is good. So that is also
it started happening. I am getting many phone calls and mails from different parts of India for getting job in Bihar. No problem at all. Students are want to go everywhere, anywhere in India. This is not at all a problem. Problem is that could you retain him? Could you retain him? Retaining is a problem because company uh, company's economic stability is more important than anything. I started my company, got some project, have some staff members, but giving salary up, late salary to the staff members. Staff members becoming fed up. So if you have a economic stability, then you can retain your staff. Retaining staff is the one challenge. So getting students, getting engineers from any part of engineers are something kind of bhola bhala. He wants to get job first job first. If he gets job South Indian from Chennai, he applied for my company. He gets job here. He was ready to come here. But I
okay.
thought, no, don't call him because unless you are become economically stable company, you cannot call him because if he comes
Kolkata has
here,
got it, Global Foundry. It has
yeah,
started.
yeah,
Kolkata has got it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there are some, I mean, isolated, there are some companies. Antorik is there. HCL has 80 plus strength here. Lemon Flip is there. I think in coming days, more options will be there. Few days back, someone inboxed me in LinkedIn, ma'am, is there any option in Kolkata? So, since I am not directly connected to anyone, any company, so I just said that here options are less, although you can try in portal job portals. I mean, there is
In
no
my
other.
view, in my view, if government changes in West Bengal, there will be a big boom in the industry
Oh,
in West
great.
Bengal.
Oh,
Yeah. If government changes.
hope so. Hope, I mean, boom, let's hope for the boom.
Yeah, this infrastructure. West Bengal has everything. Good infrastructure, good people, knowledgeable people. No, so and there are more number of engineering colleges.
Hmm. But awareness is not there. That is very true. I mean, in our vicinity, there is a college, a good engineering college. renowned. I One of my colleague in Intera was from that college. That time I mean recently Mridul was traveling with a student from that college. They were discussing, actually he was along with his two of his friends, discussing about something, and then Mridul just saying excuse me, he just intervened and asked, I think, are you guys electronic students or something? Say yes. Do you know about core? They don't have any idea about core sector, doesn't know name of any core company, although they are electronics background, they are aiming for IT companies. There is disconnect. Awareness
Anyway,
is not.
this is also good thing, at least we have become the global IT giant,
Yeah, obviously. But
and we
if we
have to
want to
retain it.
yes, obviously, at the same time, if we want to be global semiconductor giant, that awareness must be at grassroots level. If
Yes,
students
yes.
are not aware what they can get here, why they should come? Awareness
Mhm.
should be there.
Mhm.
Okay, and since you have worked in product and R&D leaders part as a R&D person, so from your perspective, what is the minimum ecosystem with respect to R&D it's required before we this eastern region can boom or blossom? R&D. In R&D, you have said about your opinion on academics, what should be done, how industry can connect, where is disconnect, and now tell us about the R&D.
Okay. Actually, for research and development, it has two parts. First is research, and second is development. For doing research, uh, something kind you need your vision, you need some internet kind of activities. But for the development, you need a lab. So if you start any company starts their activity in R&D area, certainly the company should have their own lab where they can do some prototyping, they can do design, test, and verification. Certainly, will have to be dependent on the third party for verification and certification that is required. But for basic kind of research and development, the company should have their own R&D lab. That is the first basic area. The company which don't have, if the company don't doesn't have their own R&D lab, they fail in the later steps. First thing. Second, if you in the RE in R&D area, people feel that I'm the expert, but the thing happens, you know, uh, small hindrance, small R&D hindrance, like kind of knowledge gives you a big pain sometimes. Why? Because you don't have a knowledge about that. In that very case, we should have a good pool of scientists also, a good pool of R&D people, engineers, even if you require doctors. So you should not, any company person should not, you know, you should not mm, be in the thinking only that I should have this, I should have that. You should have a pool of the scientists in each and every area in your product. If your product requires a doctor, you should have a good contact with the doctors. If your product requires doctors in the heart specialist, you should certainly have a good connect with the heart specialist.
Mhm.
I was working one product in the ECG. The product name is Portable Health Care and Monitoring System. Uh, we developed one ECG, a stethoscope, digital stethoscope, and we were testing with the heart and lungs waveforms. And From the heart, the sound was coming. Normal sound was coming because uh, the same sound comes like dub, 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 dub kind of. But from the lungs, no sound was coming. So we were very perplexed. Okay, why no sound is coming? Result is good. Our design is also good. We took many months, 2, 3 months to understand this, but we could not find the answer. One day I talked to my doctor team. I told sir, ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? There's no sound coming from the lungs. He said one line, your lungs is good, right? If your lung is faulty, how the sound will come from the lungs, right? So we got the answer. Unless we call any kind of person who are having some problem in lung, uh, we cannot give get the right answer, right? सो 3 मंथ का वो जो प्रॉब्लम था वो 1 मिनट में सॉल्व हो गया. तो फॉर डेवलपमेंट you need expert from each and every industry, whatever you have requirement in your product. That is very much requirement.
That's a real lifetime, real life experience, first hand
Mm.
experience.
Yeah, yeah.
So, for Eastern India, we mostly go, isolated.
What do you mean by us isolated? Means what?
Isolated means, can we, like, look, when Bangalore is now Bangalore and Chennai, you can find there is a very good connect between Bangalore,
That
Chennai,
is.
Hyderabad.
Mhm.
A triangle forms. If you see on map, it kind of a triangle forms between these three
Yes,
cities,
yes.
and many companies have branches in
Bangalore,
three
Chennai, and Hyderabad. Yes.
in three
Yes.
states,
Mm.
in these three cities. And if not three cities, at least two cities. Many companies has in branches in Bangalore, Chennai, or
Mm.
Bangalore, Hyderabad. Bangalore is common because Bangalore has the biggest ecosystem right now.
Correct. Mm.
So for Eastern India, is it possible that, I mean, do you think it is at all feasible that multi-state this structure we can replicate here? Because it's already successful in South. Why cannot we learn from our people, from our country?
Yeah, it's actually, if you talk about the Eastern India, all state of Eastern India was a part of West Bengal. We were part of West Bengal. Jharkhand was a part of West Bengal. Orissa was a part of West Bengal.
And
Right?
we all eat fish.
So we are under West Bengal.
That's why
So
I'm saying that we all eat fish.
so that is why uh, Bhubaneswar, there should be good connect with the Bhubaneswar, Patna, and Kolkata.
Is
That
it
kind of
possible?
triangle can be made. Your good idea. Actually, this kind of triangle can be made. In
Why cannot
Bhubaneswar,
we have?
Bhubaneswar has become very good in technical kind of companies. Okay,
Amazing.
how and why? Because there was a very good CM, visionary CM in Orissa, Navin
He has
Patnaik.
set an example, even without with some political. I mean,
But in Bihar,
political
though
rivalry. They have worked together with central government and worked. It's
correct,
really worked for the state.
correct. Though
It's an
in
amazing.
Bihar, our chief minister is here, you know, from the last 20 years around. But he doesn't have any vision for the semiconductor fab lab in Bihar. He doesn't have the vision. I tell you now also, he has only vision uh, to have good infrastructure. रोड बना देंगे, बिजली आ जाएगा, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर ठीक हो जाएगा.
But
लेकिन ये
now
जो
he
इंडस्ट्री
announced.
इंडस्ट्री लाने का उनके पास कोई विजन नहीं था. और नहीं
Since
है।
he has in announced that semiconductor and AI cluster, I hope something will
वो
happen there.
अनाउंस हो गया बिकॉज सेंट्रल से लोग, अब हम लोग पुश कर रहा है कि नहीं, बिहार में कुछ आना चाहिए।
It's also good. हो जाना चाहिए, हम
करेक्ट।
हो जाना चाहिए, बस होना चाहिए.
बस।
Okay. So if we can form a kind of in Eastern India also collaboration and between states and because मतलब 19 या 20 we are still in quite behind in the
It's a very
race.
good chance. देखिए, उड़ीसा has got now one fab lab. Hmm? Assam has got one fab lab. Uh, Maybe Bihar and West Bengal is in the pipeline. और यहाँ पे सब पढ़े लिखे लोग हैं, मतलब उड़ीसा में भी, पटना में भी, वेस्ट बंगाल में भी। देयर शुड बी ट्रायंगल। इट्स
Should
वेरी
be.
गुड थिंग। या।
One thing now, final question: what is your message for students, educators, policymakers? Educators को तो आपने डांट ही दिया कि they are not really sincere about their jobs. And now any request for policymakers? आप उनको कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? And I hope
नहीं,
that
पॉलिसी मेकर, आप सी, आई एम वेरी पॉजिटिव मैन राइट फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग। जब मैं बिहार आ गया तो इससे बड़ा पॉजिटिविटी क्या हो सकता है? सारे प्रॉब्लम को झेलते हुए ही बिहार ही पड़े हुए हैं। तो थिंग इज दैट कि पॉलिसी मेकर्स मेक पॉलिसी, गुड पॉलिसी देयर, दे मेक, but they could not implement it in a proper manner. So this is the biggest blunder. वो बहुत जरूरी है। Why Mr. Modi is gaining good popularity? Because whatever he says, he does. Right? Earlier, Aadhaar was not at all compulsory in India. In Manmohan Singh government, started by the Manmohan Singh government. Aadhaar was introduced by Manmohan Singh government, but it was made mandatory by Modi government. Like this, he is a very good implementer, taskmaster. So all policymaker should have a team of taskmasters also, so that visionary leader should should be leaders should be visionary and taskmaster. Both. This is very important actually. That is why we do something, we start good things, but we could not retain it for a longer duration. This is very important. Yeah.
okay. In starting, we shared a few sentences about your meeting with the CEO of India Semiconductor Mission. So, you want to share something more? I mean, your interaction, your experience that day, how his opinion about the Eastern India, uh, anything without spilling any kind of secret.
बहुत सारी पॉसिबिलिटी पे ध्यान पर चर्चा हुई उनसे। पॉसिबिलिटीज फॉर हैविंग, if you go to the Indian Semiconductor website, there are few area where India wants to have fabrication industry, like display fab. Display fab is one of the area where CEO of Indian Semiconductor is very much interested. I think I should not take a name, but he told that
No.
let's go to South Korea and Japan to bring those country companies in India, in different part of India. They are interested in that. First thing.
Wow, that's a good
Second,
news.
if any Indian state head or state you know, officers goes and talk to them, they may be interested. First thing. Second is that he was very kind enough while talking to us. I did not find myself to be like he was a very big man. He talked to me like half an hour talk with a luncheon meeting with him was a great experience for me because Getting half an hour from such a kind of big person is really, you can say that it was wonderful meeting with him. And he talked. He has a basic knowledge about the state. He knows where is the problem, how it can be resolved, and he knows that every quarter should contribute to ameliorate the situation.
Okay, that's really very
Yeah.
positive. There is a question from one of our viewer. He asked you that, sir, do you think chip manufacturing will be have better job opportunity than design and verification and other domains in India? This is
Actually,
question.
design and verification domain we still possess no since 20-25 years. We have a company in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Delhi, Noida, Gurgaon, Pune. Fabulous semiconductor company already we have right? More than 100 companies. More than 100 companies to 100 countries we have. In that companies, we are designing for other countries, other fab labs. So that is, we can say that only design part is happening. But if you go for the manufacturing, China became superpower only because it has a very good manufacturing industry ecosystem. India started is now going to start this ecosystem. We are late, but certainly for manufacturing, we require a huge, talent pool. At present, what is happening? Tata Electronics is not getting good engineers, or the tower electronics from Taiwan, TSMC or Micron are not at all getting good Indian engineers to work with them. This is very good time at present that all engineers, those who are doing BTech or those who are working in a different company, should start learning the manufacturing problems like manufacturing subjects. Presently, we are best in design, but we are not best in manufacturing because we don't have that kind of culture. So I was seeing the one data. More than 3 lakhs jobs are required in India for in the manufacturing industry, and that is that may increase by leaps and bounds when all the industry fabrication industry starts functioning. At present, all the start manufacturing companies not started functioning. No, uh, Tata Electronics just started in Gujarat. What you call Lohera. In Gujarat, there is one manufacturing industry that started first. Industry started that that is now going to be function next month. In Karnataka, they again in 2020, 2026 or 27, it is becoming manufacturing functional. In UP, Jawar Airport, Jerry Jawar, there is big manufacturing plant is coming up. Suppose all the 10 manufacturing plant started functioning well, then more than 3 lakhs, 3 lakh will become 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs jobs. New jobs are being created for new kind of sector, manufacturing sector. So now Indian engineers should opt for core electronics for jumping from traditional electronics to the core electronics kind of semiconductor, so that one thing I tell you very frankly, the semiconductor person will get more salary than other persons. Other people feel that IT people will get more salary. But if we are now also in semiconductor people are getting the highest salary in the world. If you go to TSMC, they are getting highest salary. 10 लाख 20 लाख तो कुछ है ही नहीं उसके लिए per month. Look, people are getting more than 15-20 lakhs per month in the core electronics, semiconductor electronics kind of. Yeah. So people should opt now for the core electronics, go into semiconductor area. Not only the semiconductor, you should go to manufacturing, like in mechanical also. Mechanical industry also, there are very good opportunities. So manufacturing should be
Yes, that
one.
will be a complete. I mean, because it's already not in India, so it's not very clear for many people about the picture. It will be a total ecosystem. In our last episode, Pandurangan San, he was also mentioned that there are scope. I mean, MSME is a small business setup. There are scope for manufacturing sector also. Startup in that sector can enter with some specialized products making and all. So that is really important. Yes, there are so many vacancies. Yes, obviously, it's very good. Opportunities are there. So, sir, we from this question was from Deep Vyas. So, thank you, Deep, for placing your question. Sir, I have all questions which I had. I have asked you. Now, if you want to share something with our viewers, which I have not covered in my questionnaire, if you want to share something.
No, I don't want to say anything, but I will say just that there's a great future ahead for the engineers in India. Very good companies are coming in manufacturing sector. So just enjoy working with those company, getting good salary and getting good knowledge. This is the best area, I think. And if you come and join in this industry, certainly you will grow up with everything, with finance, with money, with your social status, with your good family life, enjoying life. That's okay. So come and join in this industry. Join this industry. Yeah.
So, this question we had for this session, we had a long session today. Thank you for
Mhm.
coming to our podcast, and hope in Eastern India also the way the other part of the country are progressing in the semiconductor ecosystem. Our one of our neighboring state, Bhubaneswar, I mean Orissa, Bhubaneswar is becoming a prominent tech hub. I hope Patna and Kolkata get similar kind of traction in coming future. And with that hope, we will conclude our today's session. Thank you, viewers, for for staying up to this point, and don't forget to follow our Tech Simplified TV, and don't forget to watch the Semiconductor Podcast. It's our domain, and we talk about the semiconductor ecosystem here every week with one podcast, one story at a time. Thank you very much for staying up to this point. Thank you, and bye for today.
Thank you. Thank you, Manmohan. Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste. Bye bye.